Hello, this is Chris Neves. I watch a lot of countdown videos, and recently I saw this Australian guy that's like a nostalgia critic, not the nostalgia critic, but his version of the nostalgia critic. And if you think about it, we all are nostalgia critics. Me, 80s Revolution, the new 80s Revolution, by the way. See, there's 80s Revolution, then there's the 80s Revolution. It's like saying Ghostbusters Filmation and the movie Ghostbusters. The real Ghostbusters, so to speak. Even though that came first and it got cross dismodified and this modification, I'm getting a headache. Well, I recently saw a video that he put up about 10 things we didn't know about E.T. the extraterrestrial. Now, I'm more of a Gremlins guy, and there's a crossover with that. We'll get to that. But my favorite things from the 80s, and I had just turned 8 years old at the end of 1989. So I was still basically a small child going into the 90s. Yeah. My favorite movie, I didn't have favorite movies of the 80s. I had favorite toys. I loved He-Man and Thundercats. That's why I basically fell in love with wrestling. I loved wrestling for their characters. Even though I didn't watch in the 80s, I was too young to understand. I started watching in 93. But, forgive me, I have spasms in my legs. Damn it. So, yeah, who doesn't know E.T. from, it's like Mickey Mouse. It's something that is beyond generational. It's like Star Wars, which will come into that crossover in a minute. Basically, spoiler alert, number one is E.T. returned in 2019. If you look up on YouTube, it says E.T. reunites with original Elliott. That's right, the 4-minute movie that everybody's been waiting for. It was cute. It was throwbacks to the original. Basically, Comcast owns Universal, and they wanted to do something special for the holidays. Basically, the lights go down low, and there's kids running around in the snow, and then all of a sudden you see a man, and he looks very confident in what he's seeing outside. And then all of a sudden, you see movements. You see a snowman and the tree box. But the tree box turned into something. The kids go with a flashlight, reminiscent of the original moving picture. We have to sound elegant when we do these retrospects. And it turns out to be E.T. He does the yelling without the Drew Barrymore. You know. So he sees the little kids, and he's thinking that it's the original Elliott. He doesn't know that humans can grow. So, original Elliott pops up and says, "You've come back." So he brings him inside and stuff. I'm not gonna spoil it, but you get the idea. Look it up. It's a holiday thing. It's cool. It's basically a 4-minute movie. Let's talk about cameos in other properties. Well, they did a whole episode on the Damon Wayans show, My Wife and Kids, for the 20th anniversary. Tiny Toon Event, no, that's not correct. Animaniacs did a whole episode, and that's how I learned about the Renaissance when I was in high school. I believe I was 14 and 15, and my uncle was like, "Remember the episode with Michelangelo? Oh, I'll never finish the 16th chapter, I'll never finish." And then all of a sudden, there was this patch there. And you know that picture of the Bible where there's people floating on a cloud and they're touching fingers? Well, they put E.T. in there, and you heard the memorable music. I want William Shatner to do that. It would be so great. Rocket Man. No, I'm just... Anyway, yeah, he's been referenced in so many of Steven Spielberg's cartoons. He did a car commercial in 1999. Yes, that happened. And his 2002 commercial spots. See, even though I'm not fans of particular movies, my E.T. was Roger Rabbit. Love me some Roger Rabbit. And I love me some Thundercats and Ninja Turtles and 80s sitcoms. Eat them up all day. As a matter of fact, I have this little fascination with Three's Company because I think the ladies are just gorgeous, and they got away with a lot of crap in Three's Company. They got away with a lot of shit. Speaking of shit, when the kids present E.T. to their teenage counterparts, their response to that was, "What is this shit?" And I believe 2020 did a thing about kids cursing. Who knew? There was even reference to aliens and touching on this teen sitcom during the weekends, late 80s, early 90s. It took a Dean Martin song. Would you like to swing on a star? I believe it was called Out of This World. Don't ask me how I know. Just knew. This is why I'm doing this. When it comes to pop culture, I know it. Would you believe that M&M's was supposed to be the original candy of E.T.? Recently, Young Rocky Johnson, he has a version of the Wonder Years, or Everybody Hates Chris, his version, and they did a whole episode on him going to the movies with Andre the Giant, And Andre the Giant is like, what is this monster? What is he? And young Rock is like, that's E.T., Andre. Oh, I love this. It. His name is It. And he goes in the um locker room and tells Macho Man Randy Savage about It. And Macho Man is like, hey man, me and my girl was gonna see that and you ruined it and blah blah and so. And he goes, oh, by the way, it days. And they go, hey everybody, Andre just spoiled the freaking movie for everybody. There's one more thing. Well, two more that you guys probably didn't know about extraterrestrial friend is that they were going to kill him off in a sort of part two. And it wasn't gonna work out so well. Basically, it was gonna be like Gremlins, and it was gonna be in 1984. It was gonna be in Gremlins, and it was going to be similar people from his race killing him off, and they were evil and blah 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 and fair. But that wouldn't have been a good look, so Steven Spielberg said it's better off. And this is cool because a lot of other movie franchises should do this, but I love like Rocky and everybody, so I can't even say that. I love sequels. I love Coming to America Part 2. I don't care what anybody says. It's better off to leave the original the way it was. And you could see E.T. in Star Wars in the back. Well, a bunch of his race people. And he's also 10,000 years old. It turned out to be, and his name is K-word or I forgot. Norman something. It's like basically every letter of the alphabet. That's him. Yeah, if you guys want to check out this guy from Australia, he did Batman Forever. He did Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. Oh God, I love Christine Applegate. But anyway, guys, I'll be signing off now. I'm not gonna say phone home or do you believe Marvel said, because the new Spider-Man was supposed to be Far From Home, and they were coming up with concepts, and they put Spider-Man Phone Home as an homage, just to joke around online. I'm not gonna say I'll be right here, but I'm gonna say this is Chris Neves the Dream, and now you know what the deal is. Check out all my friends on YouTube. Love you guys. Peace.